Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle. I'm here to do a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in all placements. And it's general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it just doesn't resonate at all, please feel free to check out my other videos. They are all timeless and all placements. So I'm going to start with wisdom wisdom of the oracle. Get the baseline of the story, and then I'll clarify it with a bunch of different decks. I love doing this series because I get to use a lot of my decks at once. All right, good. Okay, so here we go. We've got Clean It Up, number 21. Yin in Protection, number 2. Water signs. Earth signs got this yesterday. Same placement, too. And Loyal Heart, 35. And Jojo made it. Good morning. And Rest Mojo is here too. Hello. Thanks for being here. And thanks to all of you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. It means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So clean it up. Basically, you are in the process of or needing to clean up how you show up. Um, you you are in this energy of kind of an energy of protection. But what it's doing is it's closing you off from what you really want, which is loving, supportive, nurturing connections with people. If you're single, you could be wanting a love connection to come in. But with this yin card in protection, your valve is closed off to that energy. And there's a need to look at where you are holding yourself back, where you are allowing yourself to entertain thoughts that don't support you, that are that bring your energy down, bring your vibration down. There's a need to, it's like we're human. We have our feelings, and it can be really heavy sometimes, and especially when we've had a lot of really serious painful things happen to us. um we can kind of have a default mode that we fall back on, where it's like, well, I have to protect myself because I'll get hurt again if I don't. Um, this kind of thing keeps happening to me. Typically there's kind of a blame thing going on, like people always outside of me are doing this thing, and it's like it's that whole thing, one finger out, three fingers back. There's a need to recognize that there's a time and a place for grieving and processing the emotions around loss and pain and things that have happened, and then there's a time to move on, to not dwell in that energy, because that's where the valve gets shut off. And I talk about this like an emotional umbrella as well, or energetic umbrella. And with this cup here, like we have this kind of umbrella thing going on. And so when you have this energetic umbrella, all the good is not able to come in. And so you need to take that umbrella away. You need to open the valve. And it's the kind of thing where, you know, you could be asking yourself, well, how do I even do this? First of all, um like when you find yourself focusing on the negative, on y- you're going into the story about what's happened to you, why it's so bad, blah blah, all the things. You want to use that as your compass to point you towards what you do want. So this is all the stuff you don't want, and that's why you're complaining about it, right? And so then you think, okay, well, I don't know. This always happens to me. I never find people who are loyal. They're always hurting me. They're always betraying me. Okay. So what's the opposite of that? I find people who are always loyal and show up for me. Um and maybe write it down. Put like signs around your house, on your mirror, like wherever you are regularly. Make a list. Um, get it out of your head and on physically onto paper. That can be really helpful. But ultimately, once you kind of work on this and open that valve again, there is somebody, it's like they're right there at your door. It makes me think of um like a business that has the doors are locked, the grate, the iron bars are down, and there's a customer there who's like waiting patiently, like, okay, anytime now, I'm ready to come on in. And all you need to do is unlock the door, open the grate, and there they are. It feels that close. But let me dive in. Let me dive in and see what's up. Oh, Jamie Leanne is here. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And the sun made it too. Hello. Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna continue with my come on, brain, light seers deck. Okay. So 10 of Wands, King of Wands, and Four of Swords. So you could have dealt with there's some kind of heavy burden that you've been carrying around somebody you dealt with who could possibly have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that caused you to go into this place of you pulled back, needing to heal, needing to rest, needing to detach from, the heart is next to her, needing to detach from any kind of pain that was caused. This is a part of the story that's holding you back. Um, and being in this energy is really good. Resting, healing, meditating, self-care is really important. But again, you don't want to stay in that. It's good to a point. And then it's time to get up. I'll keep pulling cards and we'll see, because this was really heavy. And this was you closing out a cycle, and sometimes it takes a while to really process all of that emotion. There's a lot of stuff that can come up, and especially if we're triggered by our past, by our childhood, yeah, it can take a while. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Tarot of Mystical Moments. We have the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Dang. Um, 3 kings on the board. So, okay, so here you are. You're in this king energy. You've detached yourself from your emotions. Set your heart aside. You're working on gaining clarity. I feel like there's some cleaning. This is where the cleaning up is happening or is stemming from, or the need to. King of Cups. I mean, these are such different energies. One is very logical and focusing on the facts and rather cold. And again, air sign, that this is definitely your energy. So what is this King of Cups? Six of Swords. Hang on, let me look at this real quick. Um, Again, we have another 10, closing out a cycle because of some kind of betrayal. Maybe you were dealing with someone who, huh? The King of Cups, I feel like, is, very balanced, very emotionally stable. They have kind of a playful side to them. There's, uh, dolphins in the water. He's holding up the ship. Somebody who's very nurturing. So if this feels like somebody you've been dealing with who is moving away from conflict. You must have had some kind of conflict with somebody. Now, I can't, it could be where through healing from the King of Wands character, someone new comes in, but you treated them as if they were the same as the last person. And there was some kind of conflict. And they said, all right, you know what? I don't like this conflict. I have a lot of love to give, but I I need to get out of this. There's a black cloud hanging over this. This feels like the loyal heart. This is somebody who you two could be, have this really strong bond, someone who's been very loyal to you, but they're moving away. They're moving away from you because they're trying to maintain their balance. They have a lot of love for you, but them moving away, and this is simply, I feel like it's a self-preservation thing because of whatever conflict you two have been in. This feels like a betrayal to you. I think because it it feels similar to what you dealt with in the past, whatever burden you were carrying before. And so you could potentially be projecting that situation onto this person, even though they have the best of intentions, but you're so gun shy. You feel like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Hmm. And it's like, yes, this is ending and it's painful. So, okay, let me go to the Guardian Tarot next. Um, One more shuffle. I want to get to as many cards as I can. I feel like there's been a lot of splaining on this one. Okay, suspend, which is like the hangman. 10 of Wands again. Aw, you're having a hard time. And 10 of Pentacles. So it's feeling like there's this pause. You're stuck having to look at the situation, potentially look at yourself. This is kind of like a gazing pool, but you can't see clearly. The leaves are falling in the pool and it's kind of distorting what you see. I think because of, again, there's some kind of projecting onto this situation about what's happened in the past. And it's heavy. It feels like a burden. You can't see clearly. You're trying to gain a new perspective because of being put on timeout. There's some kind of separation. Yeah, again, this is this suspension. What's this 10 of Pentacles? King of Cups again. Because it's a burden because this person is someone who you want in your life. They're someone who you consider family in some form, whether it's romantic or it's a good friend or an actual family member. You don't want to be not in this person's life. This person could be a parent. Then maybe they're your parent, or maybe they're your child. Hmm. I don't know. Apply it as it fits. You know your story best, of course. But it's like this feels like an end to you. An end to something that this is somebody who has a lot of love to give. They have a lot of compassion and caring. I don't think it's your child. But they could be a parent or a friend. Yeah, it's just somebody that you respect a great deal and you feel like you want them in your life, for the duration. But whatever has happened here, whatever conflict you two have had, it's it's heavy. It's a heavy burden. So, okay, I'm going to go to the Tarot of Transcendence. The Ace of Swords. Strength, Leo energy. Oh, and I forgot to say, um, Hangman is Pisces energy, and the King of Cups. That is. Did I say already? I don't think so. Water signs, um, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we've got Pisces again. So here's Leo and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So here comes your revelation. Here comes your understanding. You're gaining clarity through taking a time out. Eventually, you start to see more clearly. Ooh, Redbeard is here. Hello, lurking. Thank you for saying hi. um, yeah, it's like you're gaining this clarity. You're seeing through things. You're seeing the truth of the matter. Whereas before, I think it wasn't clear because you were so caught up in wondering, is this the same as what's happened before? And I don't know, I can't see clearly, I can't think straight. Now you do. This is what's coming. And you realize that in order to have a new beginning with this person, like, you need to show up differently. You need to give them the benefit of the doubt and ultimately open yourself, like get to the point where you understand that just because certain people have acted a certain way doesn't mean that's true for everybody. And when you take away that energetic umbrella, when you turn that frown upside down, when you open your valve and you start to receive all the good, that raises your energy, your vibration. And then you're able to start seeing more clearly. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like being dedicated to creating a new beginning that is solid, that is stable. And you're having to, I don't know, maybe through this clarity or this understanding that you gain, you're seeing yourself in a new way. Because again, with the suspend card, that's like looking at yourself. You realize maybe where you played a part in causing this King of Cups to want to move away from you, from just not from you specifically, but from the conflict. It's been turbulent. And so you're having to like look at that and you're like, okay, feeling some fear here because how's this person going to receive me after what's happened, after they've left? And but you love them. And I think you feel intuitively that they love you too. This person has a lot of love to give in general, and they have a lot of compassion. And so, but you're still like, well, I don't know. But you're moving towards them, towards trying to make amends, have this new beginning, make some kind of offer. Let me go to the Mystic Mondays tarot. We got the Tower, Scorpio, the Hanged Woman, Pisces again. You could have Pisces in your chart, so could this person. And the Fool, Aries. Okay, this could be a couple things. It could be where as you walk forward. Oh, isn't that interesting? Looking at this Strength card, notice the leash she's carrying is in the shape of a heart there. There's and with the infinity symbol there, it's like you're being guided. You're the universe is working directly with you to help give you the clarity you need on how to move forward with love. This is about bringing the heart back in. Um, yeah, because you had completely removed yourself from your heart and your emotions, and so now it's like this. Okay, yeah. So yeah, bring like infusing love back into the situation, being open to love again. And so this tower could be an epiphany where you're understanding, you're seeing clearly now. You know what you need to do. You're walking forward with some kind of offer, or you're just trying to move through your fear and go forward anyway. Um and as you start to do this, or as you contemplate doing this, you like, I feel like this could be where these cards are just kind of emphasizing what's happening here, which is the epiphany causes you to gain some kind of new perspective because haven't been in contact for a while, or you've been pulled yourself back, been on timeout because of whatever's happened. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Because this, like I said, this could go a couple of ways. Um, there's this epiphany that causes you to continue to hang back. Like you start moving forward and then you're like, wait, but you gain this new perspective that makes you feel like, oh, I finally get it. You finally really do. Like it's like you move past your fear and then you're like, oh, I see. I see now. And you're ready. You're ready to show up with this new energy, very optimistic and excited for um bringing this connection with this person back together. It can also be where you come forward to this person saying, I understand things better now. I'm bringing love into this situation. Let's try something here. And this person, like something happened, like this person doesn't receive it well, or they are just like, no, I moved away from this conflict for a reason, or I need time to heal, whatever happens here. It's some kind of shakeup that causes you to go back into this energy of like, oh God, all right, well, we're still not moving forward. We're still suspended in this energy. But I don't know, it almost feels like this person kind of they say something to you where they're like, I can't until A, B, and C, until you show up in a new way, which causes you to really like look more at yourself. And then you're like, oh, I see now. I get it. Like, let's go forward. Um, yeah. So again, take it as it resonates. Um, Going with am I? No. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go to an oracle deck. I think I'm gonna pick the Wisdom of Avalon. Pick some cards from this. I love this Fool. This Fool card. It feels very good. It's like you finally figure something out and you're like, okay, I get it. I get it. Truth. Yeah, there it is. The truth coming in, number 51. Protection, number 38. And the Bard, number 7. Music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. Aha. Yeah. You're finally seeing the truth. You've come to a point where you finally get it that this person was protecting themselves from whatever stuff you were dealing with, whatever was going on with you, and in the dynamic in general. It always takes two to tango. And I think this person just got to the point where they were like, okay, I need to remove myself because I can't, if I stay, it's going to continue to be a problem. And they saw that they were probably feeding into that as well. And this protection is like, they were protecting themselves, but they were also protecting you from this connection getting really bad. Even though when they walked away, it felt bad. It was actually them loving you enough to walk away so that they could kind of maintain some sense of not badness. Can't think of the right word. But this is all about, and I think this is you also coming to the point of realizing that protection doesn't mean closing yourself off. That your true protection comes from changing your story, changing what you tell yourself, understanding that you have a history. We all have a history, and you can let that define you and run your life, or you can choose to see it in a new way. Well, these things have happened to me, but it happened for a reason. I'm where I'm at now because of that. It sucked, but now I'm on this new path, this new trajectory. Now I see that it's given me the ability to have strength, to take risks and move forward. And this is the energy that brings, maybe potentially will bring this person back in, and will also allow others in. You've been energetically holding people back. And music could be really important to you. Pay attention to lyrics. Um, Maybe you're going to start writing poetry, or maybe you're suddenly drawn to poetry. But there's definitely, this is about you learning to tell a different story, tell yourself a different story. What you tell others, to you're changing the narrative of your life because you are in charge. You are the center of your universe. You're the director, the writer, the producer, the star of your life. And you can change it if you don't like how it's going. Okay. So, let's go to, I'm going to finish off. Oh, this is long. Oh well. I'm going to pick a rune card. Finish this off with what? Awaz. I love this one. This is about accepting help from the universe, accepting help from those around you who love you. This person has always had your back. I feel, and them walking away was not them releasing you and letting you fall to your death or whatever. Um, this person is, I feel like this person loves you. They're they're there to support you, but you got to do the work yourself. You can't let them drag you up the mountain. You have to pull yourself up. They're there to help. And maybe that's a part of what was happening here, is you were relying so heavily on them, and they were just like, I can't pull you. You're too heavy. You have to take the steps. Pull yourself up, and I'll be there to give you a boost. So, let's see. Let me find this. Wait. No. Came across I was. Sorry, these are not numbered. Where is it? Oh, it's way back here. Okay, hang on. There we go. AWAS, travel or a change of residence, as well as trust, and teamwork are the dominant themes for this rune card, which is associated with the horse, a sacred animal in many cultures. Just as the bond between rider and horse is based on faith, love, and trust, this rune card reminds you of the importance of these qualities for the key relationships in your life. The card could also apply to a work situation or project in your life that requires discipline, trust, and teamwork if there is to be any forward movement. Yeah, the trust thing keeps coming up. You haven't allowed yourself to trust people because of what's happened in the past. If you want success, you need to dedicate yourself wholeheartedly. There are no half measures. Finally, the relationship on which this card could be turning the spotlight is the one you have with yourself. Do you trust yourself? Do you have absolute faith in yourself? If you don't, this card is urging you to focus your energy less on others and more on believing in yourself and building up your self confidence. And I think that's why we have the hanged man, hanged woman twice, because um, you're going to be in the process, and maybe you already are in the process of learning to trust yourself. And you haven't been doing that. And that's what's going to help open that valve. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.